You already know what to do, but somehow you're not doing it. And honestly, many of us, okay, not us, many of you are right there right now. You have ideas,
Yeah.
opportunities, you have dreams. Some of you even have money. Money is not a problem,
Yeah.
but you're still stuck. It's not because you're lazy, neither is it because you're not smart. It's because of what we're about to talk about in today's video. Is something we'd love to call decision paralysis.
Yeah. So this morning, we want to break this down in the simplest way possible. So why do people overthink? Why do people delay? And then why do people sabotage themselves? This one is the funniest one.
Yeah.
And most importantly, how do you stop waiting and finally move, right? So let's get into it immediately.
All right. Number one reason why a lot of people get into decision paralysis is because of the fear of loss. A lot of people are afraid of making the wrong decision, right?
True.
I mean, we've all been there before. It's something you grow out of intentionally. And fear can really sound intelligent sometimes. If you've ever been truly afraid, you realize how intelligent fear is. I just want to share one short experience one time. Many people have the fear of snakes. I still have that fear, I'll not lie. So one time I was in Oregon, and I came out of my house. Right in front of me was a small snake. And the most intelligent thing I did right then, instead of just turning back to run inside the house, guess what? I ran out of the house, ran around the house, and came back through that same way. Why? My intelligent mind, sponsored by fear, told me if I run out like this, that I'll make the snake run out from that place and maybe follow me. And what was that? That's how intelligent fear can be sometimes. It can make you do some things that are so not making sense because of fear. And that's what the fear of loss makes a lot of people do. Some people say, I'm still searching. I just want to be careful. I'm waiting for the right time. I'm going to talk about the right time further down. But deep down, it's just fear that's talking.
Yeah.
It's just fear suggesting to you the fear of losing money, the fear of embarrassment, the fear of failure, the fear of what people will say. A lot of you are still on that table, feasting on it, the fear of what people will say.
If I do this now, what will they say?
What will people say? That fear, a lot of people have that fear, and it keeps you stuck. For example, someone sees land selling for 5 million naira today, and they're afraid, they delay, they are scared. And 2 years later, that same land they are afraid of triples in price, goes to 50 million, 25 million naira. Now, this is the interesting thing. The same risk that they were avoiding, that fear became more expensive for that time. So I put it this way, now the risks they were avoiding became more expensive than the action they feared taking.
Wow.
And sometimes people think that avoiding decisions protects them. And I need to tell you the truth, it's not actually so. Because, and my boss says this a lot, indecision is a decision. You're deciding not to decide, is you deciding not to decide?
Exactly, it's still a decision.
So when you delay too long, life moves on, prices move, opportunities move. This is not just with land, it happens with literally everything. I have 1,001 stories of which I have learned from. It even happens in relationships. People will continue to move ahead. That fear you have will not make other people stand still or make life stand still. Life keeps moving and people will move ahead.
Anyways, people move ahead. Now, the second one is overthinking. I know a lot of us are on this table, so we can think our entire life through.
And small.
and you're still thinking, right? So overthinking is another major problem that so many people have. And I don't even know if some people are aware, right? Some people want 100% certainty before they move, but life doesn't happen like that. Nobody has ever had complete idea of what they are doing, the business they are getting into before they started, right? So you start from just the small conviction that you have. And as you go along the way, everything unravels, you know. So, but some people, they just want everything to be in their front like that. So a business owner never knows the entire business before they begin.
Exactly.
A content creator wasn't perfect in their first video.
Watch our first video.
Even our first live sessions, right? So there was a day I was making videos on my own, and the first time I had someone hold the camera and record me on site.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I freezed.
Yeah.
Not like I didn't know what to say, right? But I just froze, right? So it happens to everybody. There's
Yes.
always a first time, and your first time is never perfect. And then clarity comes along the way.
Yes.
So for
Yes.
whatever it is that you intend to do, as you begin, you get to understand what it involves, what it takes to actualize that thing as you go through that process. And as you're discovering this, you begin to gain clarity. Now,
Yes.
clarity does not come from you overthinking, right?
Yes.
It comes from taking action. And this is very important. Yeah, clock it. So many people think once I feel confident, I'll start. No, confidence usually comes after repetition. That's after you've taken action, not just once, you've done it over and over and over again. That is where your confidence is built from, because it doesn't just come in one day. So your first live video may not be perfect. It may shake and all of the faults that you may find. You know, you may not even like how you sound, how your voice sounds. So there was a day our boss asked me if I still cringe when I hear my voice when I sit beside someone playing my video, right? So your first sale may feel awkward too. It will feel like a dream. Like, did I actually do this? You know, and then your first investment will feel uncomfortable.
Always.
But you just, you know, have to take that risk and do it regardless. So this doesn't mean that you're failing. It means that you're growing, and growth comes with taking action, right? You just start from the first step and then you keep going. It doesn't happen overnight. So while you're overthinking that thing, other people are taking action. And then in the nearest future, you realize that the idea that God gave you, that idea that you said, oh, is a God idea, someone else has executed it and moved to the next level. You're there still overthinking.
If we end this video now, you've gotten value. Ladies and gentlemen, I feel like we should end this right now. I hope you're getting a whole lot of value and you have been following thus far and you are resonating with this. You can drop a comment section, and while you're watching, you feel there's someone who needs to hear this. Please also feel free to share with someone who needs to watch this video. Talking about starting, like you said previously, my colleague and friend in which she says something, Miss Jacinta, she says, when she said that, and it never left me, she said it's okay to start badly. It hits real hard because a lot of people want to start off really good, and that was a very salient point. Number 3 is waiting for the perfect time. This is one of the chairmen of decision paralysis. You see, this one is very common. I used to be like that, you know, wait for the best time. Sometimes we even praying and fasting because my brother, my sister, people are waiting for the perfect time, the more money, more confidence, more support, better conditions, next month, next year. I think middle of the year is the best time for this. And all of that. But like she rightly said, life keeps moving.
Exactly.
The perfect time is the time you choose to take action. That is the perfect time. If you study successful people carefully, the truth is many people started imperfectly. Just like my friend said, it's okay to start badly. If you go to check my first videos I shot on YouTube, my own problem was because I was overthinking and doing all of these things seated here, I felt one video had to be a lot. How can someone starting off your first video is 18 minutes, 22 seconds? Who are you talking to? What are you saying? Are you over prepared? I just felt like, see, this decision paralysis thing is big. It affects you in different ways. I mean, and the truth is, perfect timing is mostly an illusion.
Yeah, it is.
It doesn't really exist. The perfect time is the time you choose to take action. Some people started broke.
Yes.
Hallelujah, brother. I'm a testimony. Some started scared. A lot of people. Some started without support. Lots of people say, who would support me? Who would support me? Just so you know, you are your first support. The moment you choose to support yourself, others come along.
Exactly.
Right? But anyway, regardless of this, people move because action creates momentum, just like she said. These things, when you begin to take action, you begin to grow confidence. All those things you felt you didn't have begin to come. And sometimes the greatest mistake is waiting too long. to start something that could have changed your life, changed our life, changed the world earlier.
Transform people's lives.
Yeah, so make sure you are not part of those who are waiting for the perfect time, because the perfect time is when you decide to take action.
Now, the next one is imposter syndrome, right? So this one affects a lot of intelligent people. Have you come across intelligent people? Those ones that we see as very intelligent, right?
Yeah.
They secretly feel that, who am I to do this? They ask those kind of questions.
Yeah.
And maybe you're watching us today and you fall under this category, and there's something you want to do, and you're asking yourself this same question. Who am I to do this? Who are you not to do it?
Why are you not to do it?
Who are you not to do it, right?
Yeah.
What if people think I am not good enough? What if I fail publicly? So instead of trying, you shrink yourself. Why are you shrinking yourself? Why are you dimming your light? Why? And then this one, in our current age, right? Social media makes it worse. Now you're comparing your day one with someone else's day 1,000, right? You don't have an idea all they've been through, the efforts they've put in, the number of times they failed until they succeeded.
Exactly.
So if you're just doing one, this person is on 1,000. So you can imagine how many times they failed until you're seeing them on social media and you feel that they are successful. No, they did not sit down questioning, who am I to do this? What if I fail?
Yeah.
Instead, they decided to do it, right? So you don't get to see their mistakes. You don't get to see their failed attempts. You don't get to see the awkward moments, the times they are questioning themselves. You know, they go out, they do it, but they come back and question themselves like, this thing I did today, will it work?
Aye. Been there, done that.
Will it work? But they are still doing it. That is not stopping them from doing what, they feel that they should do. And by the way, everybody starts somewhere. Nobody woke up and just was successful. There was a process to it. There was a stage to it, right? So you have to go through that process. And instead of questioning your abilities, God has given each and every one of us very unique abilities. So it is something that you can do. You don't have to question yourself. Just get to it.
I just feel like lifting up my hands. Honestly, but I need to, this imposter syndrome. I just think I feel I need to say this to somebody. Most of the times, failure does something to people, and it's about time you change your perspective about failure. You're not a failure. It's your approach that failed. So most times when people fail, they say, "Oh, I am a failure." No, it was your approach that failed. You're still a success, you're still a winner, but you used an approach that failed. What you have to do is change the approach, and you can keep changing the approach. The approach succeeds. It's not you that failed, it was the approach. So you can just change this in your mind about failure. It wasn't you that failed, it was your approach. So keep on improving on your approach, your processes and all, until you get the approach that works. You haven't failed. Right? So just keep on that.
Word.
Okay, the next point is self-sabotage. Number 5, one of the 5 things that keeps people in decision paralysis is self-sabotage. Now, this is really deep. It took a lot of consciousness for me to even come to, most people don't know this, to realize that I was sabotaging myself. Sometimes people destroy opportunities unconsciously. They don't mean to, right?
Very
and it's
true.
it's not because they don't want to be successful or they don't like good things of life, but it's because you haven't trained your mind to accept the level of success. Success is still very unfamiliar to you. You don't feel worthy of the kind of success that's about to come. Some people are used to struggle. You're so used to, maybe you came from a place where struggle is the thing. You've heard the word hustle a couple of times. So when you begin to make money easily or grow without hustling, you feel like something is wrong.
Something is wrong somewhere.
Let's put something that will make it difficult. Come on now. So when opportunities come, they procrastinate. When an opportunity comes for you to experience a massive leap that is uncommon to you, you feel unworthy, you feel like, I don't think this is for me. You intentionally, some people even intend me then. I used to do this then. When an opportunity comes to me, especially when it comes to leadership, when an opportunity comes to me to lead big people, big things, people who are seemingly bigger than I am, I find reasons to disqualify myself. I just go AWOL. I just disappeared. Why? Because I felt I wasn't qualified. I felt this is too big for me. But I've gone past that, right? So when people that experience self-sabotage, you need to be intentional to realize that you're going to procrastinate, delay, disappear, like I said, go AWOL. They overcomplicate simple things. Me, I will look for the smallest reasons to expound on why that is not for me.
Wow.
And self-sabotage is very normal at first. For example, the constant procrastination, starting but never finishing. I used to be that. Waiting till opportunities pass. Talking yourself out of things you prayed for. Come on now.
This is the worst.
Come on now.
This is the worst of them all.
And it's all around in relationships, in business, in literally everything. It's there. You're praying for this and it comes. You know, just let me share just this very short experience with you. One time I was making a trip, I was traveling, and the car that I was traveling in is broke down. And the moment it broke down, I just made a simple prayer in my mind. I said, God, I can't be stranded though. I want to, in fact, I was going to Enugu from where I said, God, I want to go from Enugu, from this place now down to Enugu in an SUV, preferably a Lexus. I just said that thought in my heart, just playfully. And then guess what? It wasn't up to 5 minutes after I made that thought and that prayer. An RS350 Lexus went past, stopped, came back. I said, what happened? Did you guys car break down? I said, yes, it did. It's okay. I'm going to Enugu. Do you mind if I drop you? That point, self-sabotage wanted to speak first, like, Roy, you want to enter this car, they go back. What if they kidnap her? They will take your organs. But then, immediately, I just remember the thoughts I had thought, the prayer I had made, and then I entered. And I still just laughing inside the car. Now, how many of you had made prayers like that? The opportunity came, but you disqualified yourself. You thought
almost immediately. Sometimes it's even your wish.
Exactly.
I wish I got this, and you get it, and you're feeling you don't deserve it.
Exactly. So it can happen faster than you think. So once you pray, start praying for something, start preparing for something. When it comes, jump in on it. Doesn't matter how unprepared you feel or you think, or don't self-sabotage no more. It's dangerous.
Exactly.
Because many people don't even realize that doing this, you have to be conscious to catch yourself in the act.
So we want to say clearly this morning, right, that delay is expensive. Overthinking your decision is expensive, right? But the cost of waiting is often higher than the cost of starting imperfectly. And like our usual mantra here is done is better than perfect. So while you're still waiting to be perfect, it is better you start imperfectly, right? So that business you're delaying starting, you need to start it, else someone else will start it. Okay, so the investment you are ignoring right now, someone else will buy it. And we're not saying this to, to make you feel bad. We're saying it exactly the way it is, right? The visibility you're avoiding, someone else has become known.
Collecting your audience.
Exactly. And like I said, we're not pressuring anybody. It's just to help you realize that action matters. It is not just the words you speak, but you need to take action. So years from now, you don't want your biggest pain to be, I knew what to do, but I kept waiting. This particular pain hurts more. It's different when you don't know what to do.
Yes.
It is different when you don't know what to do. However, you know what to do, but you did not take action. That level of pain is on a different
level.
It's on a different level. So you can avoid that by taking action today. Whatever it is you have in mind to begin, and even if you've started and then you're having these thoughts, am I doing the right thing? Why can't I be as good as this person? You would eventually be as good as that person soon if you keep at it.
Now you've heard lots of things that cause decision paralysis, but do we just tell you what causes it? We're going to actually tell you a few things that you could do to overcome decision paralysis. Although we mentioned them within when we are
Yeah.
talking, right? I'm just going to run through this
Highlights.
briefly and straightforward. So if you have been listening up to this point, I think this is that point where you get out your jotter, your pen and your paper, and write down things and be picking the points, okay?
Yeah.
Now, how do you actually overcome decision paralysis? Number one, stop waiting to feel ready. Stop. Nobody ever feels ready. She said that a couple of times. I also said that nobody is ever fully ready for an opportunity, right? Opportunity meets you the moment you are 2% ready. It doesn't have to be 100% ready, okay? Number one, stop waiting till you feel ready. Number two, start small. A book says start where you are. Start where you are. As a book, that book you can get to read. Start with what you have. Start where you are. You don't have to get the millions, the billions. If you have 1 million, that is where you are. That is your own small. So another person, the person's own small is 10 billion. Don't go and be comparing your own small. See, small is relative.
Yeah.
So start small according to your level. It could be, if it's a business, 500K, 1 million, 2 billion. Start small relative to you.
Some people even start with less than 100K.
Exactly. So small is relative. Let's not go there. There's something like that. But then, what do you have in your vessel? What do you have? See, what do you have in your oil? Everybody has something. But let's not go there. Not every action must be massive. Small, consistent movements changes life. Number three, accept imperfection. She said that as well. I said that it's okay to start badly. All right. Your first attempt will not be perfect. She talked about the first video she did, my first sale. Oh my God. It felt like a dream and all of that. Accept imperfection. It's normal.
Yeah.
Okay. Number four, I would buttress on this a little longer. Number four, reduce overconsumption. Some of us, we know what to do, like you said, you know the action to take, but you're using overconsumption of knowledge to keep yourself from taking action. You say, no, I'm still getting ready. I still need to read 5 more books. He said, it's fear.
And tomorrow you say that thing is not working. That thing these people taught us is not working.
It's a lie.
You're just reading and reading,
You're
acquiring
going for
knowledge
seminars, all of that.
without taking action, without executing.
Let me tell you now, you see that extra book you want to read, that extra seminar you say you want to go for, is a lie. It's fear that is sponsoring it. Take action. Take action, because too much information without execution breeds confusion.
True.
So make sure that with every information you're going to get, every information you're getting, back it up with execution. Otherwise, over a period of time, thou verily shalt be confused. And number 5, which is the last point we'll be giving you here, is focus on progress and not perfection. This is my mantra for my life. I tell myself every day, Roy, you're making 1% progress. Every day, Roy, you're making 1% progress, 1% progress every day in all directions of my life. In real estate, in communication, in leadership, in love, in being a human being, in my relationship with God. Just make sure I do something one that makes me 1% better.
Every day.
Because at the end of my life, right, let me say I live to be 70 years, 80 years, whatever it is. At the end of my life, it's the simple progresses that I made every single day that will amount to what you'll be seeing at that time. You know, I saw a beautiful magazine, a luxury magazine. These days, I've been feeding my mind luxury intentionally. I was looking at the luxury magazine. They were showing me what there's an air jet right now, the G700, one of the fastest jets in the world right now. It's massive. It's really good. By the way, I was looking at it and I noticed something. All the models they were using for that luxury jet were men that were nicely dressed, looking relaxed, but they all had gray hair. Women with gray hair, fine old women with gray hair. And that told me something. Why weren't they showing young people? You see, luxury or wealth is built over time. Dangote did not become a billionaire at 18, at 23. He's experiencing that now. So that told me something. Roy, just keep growing. Before you reach this age, you see yourself there. Because I'm constantly growing. They didn't choose those people. No. They understand that wealth comes over time. So focus on progress, not perfection, because movement, like she said, builds confidence.
So your future can change from one courageous decision, not 10 years from now, not next year. One decision, one move, one action. And sometimes the difference between people who grow and people who stay stuck is simply the willingness to move despite fear. the willingness to move despite uncertainty, right? So just make that decision today and take a step further. Move today. Don't wait for next year. Don't wait for the most perfect time. Nah, just move.
All right, all right, all right. This is we're getting closer to drawing the curtains for today. If this conversation spoke to you today, don't just agree with it emotionally, saying, yes, they are talking to me. Act on it. Yeah. Take action. Send the message you need to send. Start the plan. Post the content. Book the inspection. Learn the skill. Take the first step. And if you're ready to stop overthinking and start making action, maybe you need help with anything, especially if it is in the real estate space. We're not just putting out this content there for putting sake. You can reach out to us on the phone number that's in the description, and we can help you take your very first step.
Yeah.
Remember, information without execution breeds confusion. So take that first step today. Right about now, we have come to the end of this section. We are glad you watched us far. Remember to drop your comments and share with someone to be helpful with. Until we come your way the next time, enjoy a great day.
Bye.
Bye for now.